And I see you've brought the kid along.
I don't think you
Babysitters may be
realize.
expensive, but they're worth it, you know.
Yeah, keep talking, pal. I'll just keep thinking of a place to bury your body.
So what's up, Felix?
I had heard you'd taken a mechanic under your wing. What's the matter, girl? Couldn't find actual employment?
The captain's treated me right. Better than any of you bored folk ever have. I'm exactly where I want to be.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens.
Oh, bro, you're so dead.
I'm not in your way, you dullard.
Get out of my
talk
way.
to me. You want to go die in a blaze of glory? Be my guest.
Actually,
Besides, I don't know what you think you're doing here, but Sophia's doing good work up there with Phineas. Your efforts will be in vain.
to say you technically talked to me. I was going to shoot first. Please, Phoenix would rather die than cooperate.
Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle.
No time losing. Good luck making that announcement now. You don't have a head or any limbs. Dum-dum. Assortment of adhesive notes. Appears whoever works here uses adhesive notes to stay organized. A couple of more intelligible reviews. Rockville visit go to. Reprint badges. Change milestone locks. Blah, blah. Reevaluate lockdown procedure. Update the authority. Whatever. Don't care about any of that right now. Message logs. Cameras. Jim, I'm trying to get straight with Akade's orders. Only a few things more from my end, but I don't know what we'll do about the cameras. She says security footage isn't enough. They want proper reels. What's going on? She's bringing a VIP for internment. Security's ramping up too. Sorry for the inconvenience. It's a fine mess down here. Said something about recording an announcement. They're all overly excited. It's hush-hush, but I guess the VIP's been on the run for a while. I bet the engineers have a few cameras. We'll see if I can track them down. Appreciate it. You know her. Missed a check on this. We missed a check on this list and it's our heads. You have no idea how tough it is getting a fucking green tarp. For the green screen? Jeez. Oops, didn't mean to pick that one up. Whatever. Any other? No. Hold on. Yeah. Keep accidentally picking stuff up that I have no intention of using. Another ammo. It is. Oh no, this is. We were on the other side here. I see where we are. Ow! Oh wow, I didn't take damage. I thought I was gonna. Hold on 1 second. Don't. Ah, jeez. That's awkward. It's fine, you're all gonna teleport to me right now. How are they not guarding the, or how they're not guarding the thing? I don't know.
I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight!
How'd that work out for you, Grim? Well, that's a bad guy. Good guy? Bad guy? Is something not right here? You dum-dum? You're terrible. I can't believe they hired you. Corporation be happy to hear of your death. Where's what's-his-face? Where's Grim's body? He's just vaporized. Got some down there. It's kind of crazy to me that they're not like all aggroing. They should be. Wait.
We've got your back, Captain.
Oh, I killed those other ones over there. Emphasize on our team, my bad. No, whatever, that's fine. Okay, you guys can handle down here. They look really cool. My bad. It's like war, like.
Really doing it.
Oh yeah, we are.
All right, boss. I'm ready. Let's do this.
Oh, I'm so ready.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life.
You have no idea.
You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
Do they pay you by the word? You sure love talking. Do they pay you by the word?
Typical. Running your mouth in the middle of a crisis. It's almost as if you delight in chaos. I should have dealt with you a long time ago.
Bring it.
You were always too dangerous to leave unchecked.
Oh, you're making me blush.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised by your impertinence. Leaving you alive was my greatest mistake. But it is a mistake I intend to correct.
Oh, it's about to bite you in the
I
ass so
have
hard.
Dr. Wells in my custody. Once I've secured his cooperation, I can move forward with the program. I can repair the damage you've done. I can set things right.
You don't understand. Phineas is my friend. I'm not leaving without him.
Well, that's mostly correct. You're not leaving here at all. I take no pleasure in this, you know. I simply have no other option.
I don't believe it.
Leaving you alive is too great a risk. Goodbye, Captain.
Uh-oh. What's the room we're in? I'm rescuing Phineas, and I'm going to go through you if I have to.
I had a feeling you'd say that. This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain. And don't worry. I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically.
He's right
or
behind you.
something.
Why are you like... I thought this room was going to be a gas chamber or something, but... Oh, that guy? That little guy? Oh, I'm not even worried. Oh, unfortunate for you, I'm a master freaking locksmith.
Great work.
Oh no. Oh, you're lucky I'm not a master hacker though. Shock Cannon Ultra.
Hey, that's impressive.
Now's not the time to be impressed, you guys. Let's See, how much do I need to hack this? Damn. So close. It's all good though. You guys freaking ready? Say you might want to move, Felix. Oh, your big bad robot's dead. Oh no. Whatever are you gonna do? There might be another one. I'm not 100% convinced that's the guy. This room is way too big for just that guy. I put money on it. Let's gear up while we can. Try not to go too far forward so we don't trigger something before we're ready. I low-key kind of wish I had Sam right now because I feel like he might have something to say about the Ram. Sam and Ram. I'm coming. What was that? Did you say something? Get fucked. Had enough of that. I think we're done, so I don't know if any of that matters, but whoa. This is graphically glitching out. Oh, well, no, it was kind of like stormy. Maybe it's the storm.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
Are you kidding? The board never stood a chance against me.
Ah, all in a day's work for you, huh? You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
Oh, I'm ready, though. Great, I was just about to pop open some drinks and celebrate.
I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
Hold on, Doc. Are you telling me the Earth went dark 3 years ago, and the board's just been covering this up?
They've been incredibly effective at concealing the truth. Right now, the only people in the colony who know are standing in this room.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
Space.
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
Got a lot of work ahead of us. Best get started.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
You can count on me. I'll help revive the other
When I
colonists.
revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support.
Cool.
We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists: engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Sublight Salvage adapted to the changes in Halcyon, shifting their business model to suit the times. Their claims of legitimacy were scrutinized, but ultimately unquestioned. Lilia Hagen would continue to protect her family as ruthlessly as ever. The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide McDevitt's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away and likely died of starvation. Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town. Adelaide McDevitt refused to cooperate with the ongoing effort to save Halcyon from collapse.
No.
A sympathetic deserter stole a copy of her research and delivered it to the Hope's scientists. It is unclear how useful Adelaide's research was. An optimistic estimate suggests her work may have bought Halcyon another few years of survival. Adelaide would never know. She died that winter. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions.
Nice.
The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising.
Nice.
The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs.
Oh.
It was a dark time indeed. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. Though Parvati eventually grew comfortable aboard the Unreliable, she never quite came out of her shell. She seemed to prefer the company of Ada to the crew, and she could often be found neck-deep in cables and grease, telling Ada funny stories from her childhood. While the colony fell into chaos, she found an island of relative peace with Ada, and they formed an unusual bond. She decided to remain aboard the Unreliable permanently as its chief and sole engineer. As hard as she tried to drink them away, Nyoka's memories eventually overcame her. Traveling with the crew served as a constant reminder of the family she'd lost.
We never got her.
And so she eventually returned to Monarch to get back to what she found most comfortable: the deep end of a bottle and the far end of a trail. Few have seen her since, but travelers often swear they hear her and her machine gun in the night, screaming swears and spitting bullets. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony.
Jesse, I knew he was good.
Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected.
Awesome.
Thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope.
Oh, hell yeah.
Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you? The unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon. Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
God, I hope so. Hell yeah, dude. What a good game. It really makes me wonder what the second one's story is going to be about. Like, are we going to make our way to Earth? Oh, man. It kind of got me in the feels. It's awesome. That was a dope ending. I'm guessing a lot of those end scenes changed depending on how... I mean, clearly a lot of them were influenced by what I did. So, I wonder how they changed depending on how you influence everything. But I think largely it was good. I think the only part of all those end scenes that I didn't like was the one other girl, the drunk girl. Because, like, I, besides talking to her and starting the chain of quests for her, I never took it any further. I was pretty sure she was going to be a companion, but I just wasn't interested. And, like, I liked Parvati and Felix. They were awesome. Plus, if I ever play it again, I'll go with her next time, and maybe Sam. Or there's obviously at least another companion out there somewhere. So, yeah, just some good change-ups for the next time we play it. Hell yeah. Great game. I think it's hard to be sure in my rating because I'm really like I'm just vibing it right now. But I don't know, I'd put this at like a 9 out of 10? 8 out of 10, like a strong 8, like 8.5 out of 10. Like, this is an excellent game. Actually, maybe 9. I'm trying to think if there's anything I really didn't like about it. And there's so much I didn't do. There's so many side missions and stuff that I definitely left behind. I think I could probably double my hours spent. I think we're around 25, but I can't see right now. And thank you for having credits, The Outer Worlds. It really sucked beating another game and it just like went to the main menu and that was it. That was not ideal. KT for saying yes. I wonder who KT is. Maybe for a lifetime assault. Oh my god. A lot of these look like they might be kind of funny. They're going too fast though. I haven't been reading them, so I'm like way behind. You guys can always pause this and read them if you want. I actually might, you know, when I'm cutting this up. Oh, there was a wedding. Oh, there was, what, 6 babies born during development? That's crazy. Oh, man. A couple of people died, too. Oh my god, Ashley Birch was Parvati? I didn't even catch that. That's cool. Dude, she has had such a good career. I watched her back on not her family show, Hey Ash, What You Playing? It's still on YouTube if you want to check it out. I'm pretty sure that's where she started though. But I've met her at PAX as well as her brother and their dad, because their dad, brother, and her were all part of the Hey Ash, What You Playing? Or HOP, H-A-W-P for short. Just YouTube it if you're curious. They're like really short, gaming inspired, weird clips, but very funny. A lot of them are. If you do that, I'd recommend sorting by popular, just because as they started to kind of fall out of doing that show, they just weren't as good. At least I don't remember them really clicking with me as much. But they stopped making them years ago, to my knowledge. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. It feels like it's been a while. But she's done a lot of other video work. She's done acting work. I actually just found a movie. There's a movie coming out called We're All Gonna Die, I think. It's actually directed by Freddie Wong. And she's one of the star casts. She's also in that TV show. Oh, dang. It's about a video game company. And it has Mac from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He's the star of it. As well as, I think, the producer. But she's in that as one of the testers, main character. Yeah, that's cool. I wish I would have caught more of the voice actor names. Like, I got kind of locked on her name, and I'd read the rest of them. I'm definitely going to go back and reread a lot of these when I'm cutting it up. I can't believe I listened to that character for so long, and I didn't even put it together that it was her. Our baby's born. Petros Shanghai. Petros Sparks. Man, what a great game. I don't know. Yeah, 9. I'm kind of settling on 9 out of 10. Like it wasn't quite perfect. If I had to complain about anything, I wish that like the lock picking would have had more to it besides just holding down the button and having a high enough rank. Same with hacking. You know, like a lot of this game is very comparable to like Fallout, and those both have much more involved hacking and lockpicking mini games, if you will. So it's kind of a bummer for it to just be a simple button press hold. But, you know, there's also something to be said of being able just to like, hey, you can do it or you can't, and let's just move on. I kind of like that. Oh, yeah, one complaint I do have is the consumables inventory is just chaos. Too many things that do the exact same thing. Didn't seem like there's any way to sort them by similar effects. The game will go through them. Like if you have an item that uses a similar effect and you use all that item, it'll put another item with the same effect in your spot and your equipment, which is good. But it was very confusing at the beginning, and honestly, even once I kind of understood it, it still is just kind of chaos to look at. That could be improved. But I am nitpicking. Like it's like almost not even worth mentioning. This game is so awesome. I feel like I probably could have got another 20 hours out of it just doing side missions and all the other stories. And voice acting was great across the board. It was all awesome. Music was great. Like I felt like the worlds were all super interesting to look at, very visual. Yeah, I don't have anything else to really Peril and Gorgon. That must be one of the DLCs. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to reason myself if it should be just a straight up 10 out of 10. So I think it's missing, like, a game that's 10 out of 10 has to like really blow me away in some unexpected way. And I don't think this game quite did that. It's a top-notch game with top-notch mechanics, voice acting, level design, story, everything, but it's missing that last thing that really just makes it just mind-blowing. I don't know what that is. Like I don't think that's something you can say. That's something that the development team needs to develop and just catch people off guard. Without saying anything spoiler-wise, I would argue BioShock has that thing. And if you've beaten BioShock, you know what I'm talking about. But I can't say anything because that's also the next game I'm planning to replay. It's actually probably the game I'm going to play next because I've been wanting to replay it. I've only ever beat it one time, and that's when the game came out in like early 2000s or something. I don't remember. Haven't played the remaster at all, so that'll be fun. But I'm pretty sure that's the next game I'm going to play. I'm like 90% sure. I got a lot of games to play. And honestly, for the most part, I've been trying to play games I haven't played at all before. Because as amazing as BioShock is as a game, and I really want to also play BioShock Infinite over again because that's one of my favorites. I've played both of them already. Infinite I've actually beaten a couple times. And I've got hundreds of games that I own on Steam alone that I haven't played. We'll see. Yeah, so these are all the, I kinda, well, maybe they're not. Murder on Eridanos? Let's say, I feel like these are all DLCs. Low-key kind of wish the DLC credits were separate. Like, you should get to watch those when you beat the DLC, but, you know, whatever. All right. I am gonna go ahead and let this play out. I'm gonna take my webcam off and I'm gonna go away from the, kind of step away so you guys can finish watching. For those that don't know, this was played on stream live. If you're watching right now, you're part of the thing. I generally stream Tuesday through Saturday on Twitch and YouTube. My name is @FoXfromBeyond on both platforms. Hopefully you know that even if you're watching the VOD, because it's going to be on @FoXfromBeyond Plays, which is the second channel. I stream on the first channel @FoXfromBeyond. So I talk FoXfromBeyond, @FoXfromBeyond Plays. This is the cut up single players. This is my live and shorts channel. Someday I'll stream to both of them at the same time. I just don't have the bandwidth if I'm also doing Twitch. Make sure you follow, hit subscribe, hit the like button. If you're watching this right now and you watch the whole playthrough, or even if you just watched this last episode, please hit the like. It helps me grow, helps more people come and see my videos. It's just better for all of us. We get to have more fun. This is something I want to keep doing. This is honestly what I kind of want to do with my life. I mean, how could you not? Playing games with awesome people like you and getting to like experience these stories together. Like I'm super stoked on all this. Yeah. So yeah, hit the like, hit subscribe if you're on YouTube, hit follow if you're on Twitch. If you want to follow me for like updates on streams, I have a Blue Sky account, just @FoXfromBeyond. You can also join the Discord. It's in the link bio, or in the bio, for the page you're watching this on. If you're watching it either live right now or post the cut up. And yeah, that's pretty it. Thanks for joining me, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a good rest of your day, whatever time it is. And I will see you hopefully on the next stream. Maybe for BioShock. Maybe something different. I don't know. Take it easy, guys.